begins to draw to a close, it's time for the Circle K Back to School Bash at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway, one of the most incredible events all year long as the monster trucks do battle on a track like no other. With the over-under crossover monster cross style track, we've also got another big debut this weekend in Charlotte. It's the retro style, all new bodied racer stripe Bigfoot as the pit party is fully underway and the crowd starts to stream in. We get ready for all of the action, so let's meet the field. First up, it's John Gordon in the awesome-looking Bad Company. Next up, it's the home state favorite, Stone Crusher Steve Sims. Lumberjack Kurt Phillips all the way from Maine. Another in-state favorite, hooked, Bryan Wright. A Charlotte rookie, Darron Schnell behind the wheel of Bigfoot. Cain in Quad Chaos. Tim Missentzis behind the wheel of the Dirt Crew Flying Dump Truck. Jester driven by Matt Pagliarulo. The second generation driver, Cory Snyder driving Toxic. And rounding out the field, the Monster Lobster, Greg Winchenbach in Crushstation. The monster trucks roar side by side through turns 3 and 4 onto the front stretch, kicking off the Circle K Back to School Bash. We're getting ready for all of the action on this unique race course. We're going to take you through it as we look at some of the qualifying highlights.
Here we go.
Drivers start side by side and immediately up and over the bus stop along the back straightaway as they head into the first turn. This is a challenging track and the most challenging feature coming up right now as the drivers have to put the throttle down to clear the 75-foot over-under gap in the ramp-to-ramp jump. Then they'll cycle back around to the inside lane of the track. As we take a ride with hooked Bryan Wright, the fastest qualifier here tonight with a 1 minute and 13-second run, 4 seconds faster than the next closest competition. These are long laps here at Charlotte, so there's lots of time for a driver to make up for a mistake or for a driver to make a valuable mistake and cost themselves the victory. Bryan Wright looking very strong so far tonight in Charlotte. However, we've got a 10-truck lineup in Charlotte and only 8 trucks will qualify. So 2 trucks immediately out of the bracket, and one of the big surprises, Quad Chaos, Cain, all out of shape, near disaster. He did not make the racing field. Also, Greg Winchenbach in Crushstation made the over-under gap, but immediately the Big Lobster lost the transmission. The team is thrashing, trying to get back for later competition, hoping to see them in freestyle. Our first 2 competitors in round number 1 of racing are heading to the line. It's a rookie versus a veteran. It's hooked versus Jester on this long and challenging track. Jester, a rookie here at Charlotte. Hooked, Bryan Wright, a veteran here. Let's see what happens. Hooked off to a big lead. Jester in trouble already, missing the miniature double and giving Hook the advantage. He's still got plenty of time. Wright on the front stretch, clearing the double on the outside lane as Jester heads to the crossover. He's smoking, looking a little rough. He's still in the race, though. They're coming around to the final corner, hooked in the lead as they head to the bus stop. Wright showing those veteran skills up and over the bus stop and straight to the finish line. He'll move into round number 2. Our next pair is already lining up. It's Stone Crusher facing off against Dirt Crew, the flying dump truck versus the in-state favorite. We've seen Stone Crusher win before here at Charlotte. He's actually a defending champion, so he's looking to add another trophy to his mantle.
We're going to see a crossover.
Sim's already looking a little out of shape, nipping the corners and getting the truck just a little out of whack. He's got some time to make up. But Dirt Crew already at the bus stop, heading around for lap number 2. Looking good as he slides under the over-under crossover over his double. As Steve Sims heads towards the crossover, up and over, looking smooth as well. This could be tight as they round towards the final corner. Oh, it's neck and neck, up and over the bus stop. They're all out of shape. Missentzis and Dirt Crew with the power down, cruising to the finish line with Stone Crusher on his hip. That was a close race. Looking back at it, Stone Crusher making up a lot of ground, but then out of shape, coming down the backside of the bus stop. It cost him, and Dirt Crew takes the victory. Our third pair in round number 1 brings Bad Company to the line against that all-new Racer Stripe retro theme, new bodied Bigfoot number 19. Both trucks rookies at the back to school bash. Up and over, Bad Company flying 12,000 pounds of monster truck over the top of another monster truck. Simply incredible to see. Schnell keeping low and slow over the bus stack, and John Gordon in Bad Company with huge issues over the double as Bigfoot heads and lines up for the crossover. Safely up and over there side by side with Bigfoot having the inside track towards the finish line. This should give Bigfoot the victory and the berth in the semifinals. Schnell pilots the big Ford all the way to the finish line and into the second round. Big issues for Lumberjack on the way to the line. Motor issues, he shut it down. That's going to give Toxic Cory Snyder a free ride into the semifinals. He's another rookie, so this will be a valuable opportunity to feel out this tough Charlotte Motor Speedway track. He can take it conservatively, but he's got to clear the double right here. Safely up and over. It should be a fairly free ride from here on in. Steering issues issues as he heads under the crossover, but with no competition, he can compensate, correct the issue, and motor on down the way. As long as he makes a legal pass, he'll move into the semifinals. He'll do just that. Legal run, safe pass, and Toxic is in the semifinals. It's not just high-flying monster truck action at the back-to-school bash. Also on hand are the insane FMX riders. These guys are flying high in the sky, nearly eye level with the camera, doing these spectacular tricks. Always a thrill at any monster truck event. To the final 4 competitors here tonight. As rolling to the line, it's our first pair, Dirt Crew versus Hooked. Again, Missentzis, a rookie in the Dirt Crew truck at Charlotte. Hooked, the veteran and fast qualifier. He's looked tough. Already out to a 2-truck lead as they head to the first crossover. But Missentzis is right there. The Hook looking smooth. Missentzis still in this race, but the short way around the track. He's got to keep his composure as he heads into this final turn. They're going to be neck and neck. Hook powering towards the bus stop, cramming the brakes on, and then powering down the straightaway to the finish line. A great race, but Hooked will head to the finals here at Charlotte. Our second pair will bring 2 Charlotte Motor Speedway rookies to the line. Bigfoot, Darron Schnell, and Toxic, Cory Snyder. And there are troubles with the big Ford Bigfoot. The truck is so hot, it will not start. Trouble, they've got the issues figured out. The truck is started, but this has got to weigh on the mind of Darron Schnell as he goes to battle in the semifinals. Schnell already with a mistake. The mechanical issues obviously in the mind of the driver of Bigfoot. He's got to calm himself down and smooth this out if he wants to go to the semifinals. Cory Snyder is right there in the Toxic truck, already up and over the bus stop, getting ready to head to lap number 2. And over the crossover, heading into the final turn. He seems to have gotten his composure. He's looking really smooth as it looks like he is going to head into the finals with that awesome racer stripe retro Bigfoot. Is getting loud as it is finals time at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're getting ready to crown a racing champion at the Back to School Bash, and this is going to be wild, ladies and gentlemen. Bigfoot Darron Schnell facing off against Bryan Wright in Hooked, the number 1 qualifier. Hooked against Bigfoot, the number 5 qualifier. Wright has jumped out to a lead in front of all of his competition all night long. But right now, Bigfoot is right there as they head to the crossover, up and over. At this point, because of the layout of the track, Darron Schnell looks like he's behind. He's got to keep his cool and not let that sink into his mind. He'll have the short way around the second half of the race. Bryan Wright looking like he is on rails, heading for the crossover. Up and over, we head into the final corner. There you see Bryan Wright on the outside, Bigfoot on the inside, heading to the final straightaway. Locking up the brakes, up and over the bus stop, charging to the finish line. Hooked! Bryan Wright is your racing champion at the Back to School Bash. An incredible final round of racing as we take a look back. Closing up, coming around that final corner, charging into the bus stop, carrying great momentum up and over the bus stop, adding a couple feet to his lead, and charging to the victory.
That easy, everyone. You can go up Carolina fast. Stand up your camera. Come in and see us. Love you guys too. So to come here in my home state and perform and win a race like that, I love it every time we have to do it. This is your winner!
It's starting to get wild at the Back to School Bash as it is time for freestyle, and kicking it all off is Matt Pagliarulo in the awesome Jester monster truck as he announces his presence, kicking off on the Quadro bus stack. Pagliarulo already showing that he's going to be a contender tonight in freestyle. One of the newer drivers in the monster truck industry, but he's quickly made a name for himself as not only a challenger in racing, but in freestyle as well. He's got an awesome truck that works super well for him, and I think he's showing it off right here in front of the Charlotte crowd. Jester blasting the first cars on the track and launching the second car out from the stack of cars. incredible force behind this awesome monster truck as he continues his freestyle assault on this back-to-school bash track. He's kicking off freestyle in awesome fashion. He is going to be a contender tonight, even starting from the first position. That'll be all for Jester. The score coming in, it's a 24. Quite a way to start this freestyle competition. Out next, it's the retro-schemed, all-new-bodied Bigfoot number 19. Mechanical issues plaguing the truck. Maybe remnant from overheating issues earlier in the night during racing on this long track. The score not going to be what he was looking for. It's a 9 for Bigfoot. Out now, the racing champion and always a contender. It's Bryan Wright behind the wheel of Hooked. Showing no fear as he attacks the track. This is the team truck to Steve Sims and Stone Crusher, and both of these trucks are just phenomenal pieces of equipment. We've seen them win here before on ActionTracks, including last time out at Bristol Motor Speedway, another SMI track. Stone Crusher taking the freestyle victory. We've seen Hook take it before and losing the rear tire as it goes careening off through turns 3 and 4 of the dirt track. That'll put an end to his freestyle run, but the tire is still going as it turns around and starts heading down the backstretch here at the Speedway. The scores come in. It will be a 24. He is tied for the lead with that spectacular run. As we head into Quad Chaos, Cain, he was very disappointed not being able to race. But he is a consummate freestyler. He can throw it down, and this truck is simply amazing what Cain can put through. He could be a freestyle champion here as he heads towards the quadrant. Cain starting off in spectacular Cain fashion as the truck loses power in mid-air. That is a brutal landing. Taking it back. Right as he lands, the truck cuts clean off. That is quite an impact behind the wheel there. Officials running down to check the truck. It looks like that'll be all. You see Cain saluting the crowd. He's okay, but the score is not going to be what he's looking for. Only a 10 tonight in Charlotte. As we head into the Monster Lobster Crushstation all the way from Maine, Greg Winchenbach with one of the most notable monster trucks ever created. The giant lobster is unique, but it can throw it down as well. Expect something wild from the lobster after major transmission issues in racing. Pogoing the big lobster on the tail, almost starting to tip it onto its nose over the double, and oh, he's in trouble. Wow! An incredible ball of fire as Winchenbach tries to save the truck from rolling. He did a whole lot of damage to the underside of that truck. He's ripped out 4 links. He's ripped out drive shafts, safety loops, brake lines, brake rotors. He's torn up a lot of the monster lobster. It's not going to be a freestyle winner tonight with a score of 22, but here comes Dirt Crew, the flying dump truck, and flying it is. Tim Missentzis launching into freestyle. The Quadro launching and flying over the bus stack, trying to gather some rhythm back up. He had a couple of awkward hits there for a moment where the truck was a little off kilter, but seems to be gathering it back up and getting his rhythm once again. Starting to look a little awkward, like he may have some issues in the rear of the truck. No rear drive, it looks like. He's front wheel drive only. Leave it to Mullet to go for the slap wheelie with front wheel drive only. That's going to mark the end of the run, though, as he salutes the crowd. The score is going to be a 22, a good one, but not good enough so far. 24 is still the mark to beat. As Toxic Cory Snyder, the second generation driver, heads to the track. Off on the backside of the track, now lining up for the Quadro buses. He's offside. Oh, he's in trouble. Major trouble. He's over early in the Toxic truck. That's got to be disappointing.
Here it comes.
They're pulling the truck back over. He is still inside of it. Taking a look back, not a lot of damage. Just an awkward landing. The truck launches sideways, hits the side of the bus, and just too much weight heading to the wrong side, up and over. But it looks like the officials are going to let Cory Snyder in Toxic finish the run. He's starting back up. No damage to the truck. He's up and at it. Snyder with a second lease on life after that early rollover. An extraordinary gift from the officials. Snyder, a second generation driver. We've seen his father before. Jay Snyder driving the Illuminator truck. Cory has been driving for the Vodders Motorsports group throughout the winter. But now he's behind the wheel of his family-owned Toxic monster truck. And he's doing a pretty good job so far. A huge launch up the FNX hill. Not quite making it. Huge air. Backing it back down quickly, sparing no momentum. He's still looking good. Hear the truck popping and cracking a little bit, but he's still got the truck on kill. Looking good as it starts to smoke. This truck is getting hot. The clock ticking down as you see flames spitting from the exhaust headers and smoke billowing from the back of the truck. He's doing this all for the fans at this point. front of this Charlotte crowd as the scores come in and he climbs out to salute the crowd. The score will be a 26. We have a new leader, Cory Snyder in Toxic. Snyder's time in the hot seat may be short-lived as here comes Steve Sims in Stone Crusher. Arguably the #1 contender for the Freestyle Championship at the Back to School Bash. We've seen incredible things out of Steve and the Stone Crusher truck. Something we haven't seen out there tonight. Cross-threading the over-under obstacle, arguably the biggest obstacle on the track. Attacking it with disregard and making it look easy. Big air over the quadrant. Clearly, Sims is looking for the freestyle victory. He'd like to sweep it with his team. Hook taking the racing victory, and Sims and Stone Crusher obviously right on path to take the freestyle victory as well. He's completed his time on the clock. This is all just for show, and you can tell Steve has got that state of mind where he is just going to burn that truck down. We've seen him burn the truck until he won't run anymore. Reckless abandon, as you see flames shooting out of the headers as he whips the front tire off the ground and into a huge dusty donut. Starting to pop and crack. You see sparks coming from the underside of the truck. Sims simply doesn't care. Another incredible freestyle performance from Steve Sims in Stone Crusher. And not surprising, we have a new leader with a score of 30, taking a look back at this incredible performance. One truck remains. It's Bad Company John Gordon getting ready for freestyle. The only person that can knock Steve Sims and Stone Crusher off of his freestyle perch right now. And it sounds like there are issues with Bad Company. They cannot get the truck started. You see all kinds of crew members down there trying to help out on the truck. They are about to give this freestyle victory to Stone Crusher. Bad Company apparently up and running. I guarantee this is one frustrated driver. And I expect to see a frustrated driving style from John Gordon in that awesome looking Bad Company. The truck already a great performer. And Gordon almost not able to freestyle. He is angry right now. Taking up the angles that we haven't seen a lot of so far tonight. Straight up and down, double right in front of the flag stand and our camera. Gordon is giving Steve Sims and Stone Crusher a run for his money in the chase for this freestyle championship. That's something we haven't seen. Towards the wall, over the quadro, a nice leap, but the truck loses fire. Further frustration for Gordon. As you can hear him zinging on that motor in just sheer frustration, but still attacking the track with huge air. That'll be all for his freestyle performance as the score comes in. It's a 27, not quite good enough. Stone Crusher takes the Back to School Bash Freestyle Championship. Let's go trackside.
Another night in Charlotte. Stone Crusher and the team taking home both wins. Hands off to all the other drivers, all these awesome fans. Thank you guys. Go over here and get this nice piece of
He
hardware.
gets a little bit of a word. And I'll tell you what, this is right here in my backyard. This is home. I've been coming here since 2005 when Jerry Wiggins was driving this truck years ago. There's a lot of history to this track. You know, the track tonight was a little tough. A lot of these guys have just been here. You know, the first time me and Bryan have been veterans to this track, we've been coming back because of you great fans. The track was tough tonight. Just had a lot of trucks early. We didn't want that happen to go. They were telling me to come up here and take the win. I wouldn't take the win. I wouldn't do it, so that boy had a chance. Everybody got out there. They worked hard with him, they gave him parts, they got him running, and it was all for you guys. This right here, I love it, I'll take it home, but nothing to us matters in our hearts as much as you guys do. That's why we do what we do. We love you. We'll be back next year, defending the title again. Don't hurt you! What a fantastic night! Thank all of you for coming out. The Bank of America Pro Bowl 404. Third track right here for the World of Outlaws World Final. For all of us, have a safe trip home. Thank you, and good night.
What a night at the Back to School Bash as we saw a night full of amazing action. We saw an awesome racing bracket on a challenging track and a phenomenal racing finish as two of the best in the industry charged down for the racing victory with Bryan Wright and Hook taking the championship. Meanwhile, on the freestyle side, Steve Sims and Stone Crusher did what he does best, just melting that truck down with an awesome freestyle performance. It's been an awesome time at Charlotte. We've got to thank Rebecca Schnell for video support at the Back to School Bash. We hope you've had a great time here on ActionTracks, and we'll see you next time.